Yeah, so morning session, just got stuck into lactic session. Training's been going good, getting stuck right into it, getting fit, bringing the weight down. Everything's perfectly where we want it, even maybe ahead of schedule with the weight, fitness, everything. So we're smooth sailing through this camp at the moment. So we've just got to keep that rolling. But yeah, tomorrow we head off to the press conference. So tomorrow we're doing not tomorrow, when is it? So Friday over there. So that'll be our Saturday here in Australia. The press conference for UFC 314. So we'll be over there for the fights for UFC 313. So we'll watch the fights as well, but do a bit of media over there and get amongst it. Be there in Vegas for a few days, and so we'll make the most of it while we're there. Yeah, I've seen him a couple of times. I've said hello. We've always been pretty respectful. He's a pretty respectful dude. So press conference, I'm not expecting crazy words back and forth. He thinks he's going to get the belt, and I know that's not the case. So maybe words will be said. I doubt it because we're both pretty respectful, but maybe the Volk will rock up with something. We don't know. Maybe I might have a bit of fun with it. Everyone knows I like to have a bit of fun. So you had the mullet at the back, and then at the front it was just a whole different vibe. I started getting the "'Cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind. I won't live to see another day. I swear it's true." This has definitely been the most time I've had off. Even with injuries and stuff like that, I haven't had this long off. So it's definitely different, but it's been great. Everyone knows that I didn't like the breaks in between fights, but that was because back then I didn't choose to have the break. You know what I mean? I wanted to be active. I wanted to fight. Me not, and I was still doing my full-time schedule training. And so I was in this sort of no man's land. Like, when am I fighting? What's going on? I need to be fighting. I don't want to be wasting any time while I'm busting my ass, right? But then I made the decision to have a proper break, and I wanted to recover properly after the last two fights, and so I was able to accept that, and it's been great. So I absolutely loved it. So it was just about, now I need to flip the switch to get back to that same guy that doesn't know anything but fighting. I'm dad and fighter Volk, and that's all. No time for myself and all that. So it's and I was able to flip that, and I was able to flip that pretty easily and pretty quickly. So I was and very, very happy where everything's at right now. So I've somehow went from having a massive break and being able to sort of let it go for so long, made training schedule. My training schedule worked around my family and life, which I've never done before. So I was thinking, how am I going to change this? But I was able to change it back to having that drive, not only to be champion, but to be the best version of myself again. So it's been great. I don't think I haven't had a drop of alcohol for like 10 weeks already, you know what I mean? This is the longest I've ever went out of camp. So I think it was 14 weeks or maybe even more outside, away from my fight date, that I didn't have a drop of alcohol or even a cheat meal. You know what I mean? Everyone knows I love my food. So I'm eating good still, but I haven't had an actual cheat meal. I've been laying off the chocolate early, having a couple of pieces of chocolate a night, and I'm leaving it at that. So it's pretty special for me to be in this position now and to still be so driven, which is pretty cool. So UFC 314, you're going to see the Volk that you guys are used to. Trust me. He's coming back, and he's getting that belt back. He's bringing it back. You're going to see that same active champion you always remember. Who's next? Am I looking past Diego? No, I'm not. But who's next?
This camp, you've gone to CKB, you've gone to Bangtao. What did you kind of take out of that, and mixing things up in your training camp? How important was that?
Yeah, it was good. Going to New Zealand, Thailand, was to mix things up, right? And we went early. As I said, I had a massive camp. I've had probably the longest camp I've ever had, because I had the longest break I ever had. So I wanted to make sure I was in good nick when I got closer to this fight. I didn't want to just peak at the last couple of weeks. I wanted to make sure I was feeling good, moving fast, and right where I want to be earlier in camp, so I can get used to that speed, that timing, that movement, I want to be doing that early in camp, and I was able to do that. But it was great to go over there and mix things up, get different bodies, get different looks, come back to freestyle, do everything that we do, go to Thailand, then come back, finish camp, bring everyone to us is what we're going to do, and finish camp here and just absolutely nail the ending of fight camp, which again, we're already in a great position, and man, I can't wait to show people. I don't know, is it going to be the new Volk or the same Volk? You know, am I going to lie to everyone and be like, oh, he's going to be the new Volk? Yeah. I mean, I've always busted my ass and gave you guys the best version of myself. I just think you're going to see that again. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, so the world of MMA fighter or of Alex Volkanovski can get pretty wild. There's always something going. You're running around, and I guess it can be chaotic. I guess for a lot of people, not just me, but the farm, the choice, obviously, that's a big change. But to have that sort of just, obviously, you're going to say privacy, but I don't know, just there's just something about it. I can go there and then peace. I can go and have my peace at my farm, and then the chaos that goes, which I love. I love, you know, the training schedule. I love running around, doing all that stuff, cooking with Volk. You name it, I love doing a lot of cooking Volk. I do over there anyway. But I mean, just to go back and finish the day up there in the escarpment, you know, the sun setting over the mountains and the colours, the greenery, and just the birds singing, and just the cricket sounds and all that sort of stuff. I've always loved it, and I'll never get over it. And it's just a feeling that, I don't know, it just really, really hits me more than anything else. So it's something that is definitely a big change for me, but the right change and perfect timing for it too. So I'm just absolutely stoked that I was able to get that done, get something that I've always wanted, and very proud and blessed to be in a position I am.
You've fought some of the best strikers, the best wrestlers, the best mixed martial artists in general. I guess with this Lopes fight, how do you see this fight going, and you know, what's he bring to the table that you're kind of going, all right, we need to focus a little bit more here? Yeah,
with Diego Lopes, like things that I'm sharpening up everything. You know, I think I can beat Diego everywhere. He's dangerous. He's going to be dangerous everywhere. So I need to sharpen up everything, right? Even if I want to go the wrestling route or grappling route, I think I dominate there anyway. Everyone knows him for his jiu-jitsu, but trust me, I ain't worried if it goes there. And I'll show the world and him that, you know, that I'm just different. You know what I mean? So preparation, obviously, as everyone knows, I prepare for the worst. I'm putting myself in bad positions. I don't reckon I'll get there. But if I do, I'm going to be smiling through that process. It's going to be a place that I've seen millions of times, and I'm very, you know, is comfortable the right word? No, but I accept it. I accept no matter what adversity is going to come my way fight time, I'm going to accept it. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be calm. I'm going to be composed through that process. I'm going to still be able to problem solve, where a lot of people just can't handle that pressure, can't handle that adversity, and still be able to be composed and problem solve. So if we get there, I guarantee you, even if I'm in a bad position in the grasp of Lopes, I guarantee you I'm still got a cooler head than he does. I still reckon he's gassing more than he is. Even if he had me in a triangle, his legs are gassing. I'm still breathing, I'm sweet, I'm smiling. Can he handle the fact that even when things are going his way, I ain't quitting, I'm coming back even stronger. That's what, I don't even think he'll get me there. But even if he does, I think he's still going to absolutely hate being in these positions, because he's going to realise I can't stop this guy, and this is just making him come at me even harder, making me work harder, and I don't want to. And he's going to give up, even when he's got me in a deep submission. Even if he gets me there, I'm trying to give him props for something I don't believe he will do. I don't think he gets me there, but if he does, watch him crumble, even when things are going his way. Yeah, it's just I believe I'm a nightmare matchup for him. He obviously dangerous on the feet as well, so we're sharpening tools there. But I mean, why he's so dangerous is why he can be vulnerable as well. And I think he knows that. Does he change his strategy? I'm preparing for that as well. If he changes his strategy and wants to play a different game, now you're really playing into my world. You know what I mean? I can capitalise that even more. But even your world where you're really good and where you're most dangerous, I can still capitalise that and make you pay.
When did Lopes first come onto your radar as a potential opponent?
I mean, I think it was pretty clear that he would be up there after the Ortega one. It was a good performance from him. And that was like the first, the highest ranked guy for that he's fought, and then on a big card, and to put him in a position where his name's getting thrown around there for the title. So I knew that there's opportunity for that fight. You know, I knew that I was next fighting for the belt, but you know, I was always planning on getting that belt back, and then him being whether it's a defense, where now it's the belt's vacated, so we're fighting for the vacant belt. So I'm going to fight him, but I've got my eye on all of these guys. You know, you've got people fighting on the card. They're building him up. A big win over Yair Rodriguez is going to be a tough matchup for him, but a big win over him. Is he now there? But I want to be active. I've made a vocal that I'm going to get my hand raised, get that belt back April 12th, and I'm going to call out someone. I think it's probably going to be Mosve. He's undefeated. You know what I mean? I don't even think he needs to fight. I want a few fights this year and a few fights now. You know, I want that active champ that you guys are used to seeing. I want him back. Feeling great, and I know I still got a heap left in me, so let's give it a good crack. Let's get some defenses in. Let's make some money. Let's build on that legacy. You know, I've already believe I've left a legacy behind, but so much more to add to it, and the comeback. This is going to be a great comeback, but I'm not just happy with a comeback win and winning the belt. I want you to remember that active champ that I always was and will be again. So look forward to that. Never been to Miami. Heard good things. Heard real good things. Obviously, last time I was there was a cracking one for Izzy. You know, getting that rematch over Pereira and winning the way he did, and then being in Miami. So you can imagine the good time they had over there. But I got told it was a great city, plenty to do. We're gonna have to be up late every night because I won't be fighting until after midnight, well after midnight. So luckily, there's supposed to be a lot of things to do. You know, the city, you know, it's like Vegas, the city doesn't sleep. Not like I'm going to be partying or anything fight week, but at least I'll be able to do stuff, stay awake, and keep my mind off bed. So, you know, because I want my mind alert come fight time, which is going to be after midnight. So I'm glad it's a good city that I can still capitalize on during fight week and definitely after the fight. So yeah, we'll enjoy ourselves, you know, because I've been real disciplined. Maybe I let the hair down, whatever, I don't have hair, but you know what I'm saying. Maybe I let the hair down after in Miami, but I'm going to have to be careful. I got told it's a wild place. Yeah, I mean, like, adversity, I'm not looking at this as adversity. I mean, my losses, yeah, I mean, they suck. But I mean, when it comes to getting back in there, it's made me, like right now, I'm more driven. I'm going above and beyond. The 1%ers that I probably didn't touch on last, like a lot, well, most of the camps. Like I said, not touching alcohol for this far out, no cheap meals. Like I've never been this disciplined and this professional when it comes to diet, nutrition. I've always was second to none. Like, you know, you knew my work ethic in the gym. I go above and beyond every single time. So that's always going to be there. But I feel like I'm going above and beyond on top of that with nutrition, recovery, everything like that. So it's just showing that these losses, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm not looking at adversity because it's made everything clear to me. It's even made things more clear. Whereas, like, all right, we're going to do things even better this time, and we're going to go that little bit further and do that little bit more. So, yeah, you're right. I am known for that adversity, but I don't look at my two losses as adversity because I want to be real with it. It's funny now because I'm saying that now because of how cruisy like everything's going now, right? But was there doubts? Was there questions? Because, you know, I had a big break and I was enjoying it. Like I was enjoying not the full-time schedule, you know, the full schedule I had in the gym. And then there was questions where, you know, you're going to be that little bit heavier. You're not moving as well as you'd like during that time. And you're like, do I still got it? Will I still have it? Them questions are going to be asked. Then you talk to yourself and be like, look, once you flip the switch and all that, it's going to be back. Don't worry. So I always said that, but still be like, yeah, but will it? You know, that's going to be there. So I guess that could be adversity, some people would say. I mean, but I was just brushed it off knowing that once I flip the switch, I'm going to flip the switch. And luckily, I wanted to flip the switch early. Like I said, it probably was about 16 weeks out where I was like, maybe even more, where I'm like, oh, I'm going to have a full-time schedule now. And it was a very, very easy process for me. And saw results straight away. As soon as I decided to bring that weight down and went that little bit more disciplined and structured, professional, results straight away, and then confidence straight away, and no more doubts. You know what I mean? Just the confidence there. Obviously, your head's going to go places. There might be doubts. Oh, what if this happens? There's not many of them at all. Like, I get them. I've had them throughout my whole career. You're always going to sit there and hold yourself accountable. And I'm very, very happy where we are right now.
Unreal.
Very, very happy. And I think it's pretty clear to see that these aren't just words. Very, very happy with the matchup. Very happy where I'm at, and very, very happy where I will be after the fight and what I want next. And I'm not looking past Lopes. And if people want to say I am, watch me train. Tell me if I'm training like I'm looking past them. People can, I love it when people say that. Like I'm not absolutely killing myself every single day. But I'll do that and game plan at the same time. Like I said, if you want to be as active as I want to be, yeah, I'm gonna look ahead as well, because I'm gonna win that belt, and then I want to be on the mic calling my next fight within 3 months. I want the UFC to be like, I want the UFC, I want the fans, I want everyone to feel Volk's back, you know what I mean? Even me just fighting, they're going to feel it. But then me jumping on the mic, calling the shots, get me back in there, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll be like, yes, Volk's back. You know what I mean? So I want them to really feel that. And they will.
Champion mentality is something we use as a phrase.
Championship mentality, yeah.
I think that's something that's been really obvious with you. It's like, I guess, the hunger to be the best and be the best at everything you do, not just fighting, which is obviously the obvious one, but your social media. I think this seems like it's a part of you.
Yep.
Has that always been that way, or is it something you kind of...
So champion mentality. Well, let's sort of break that down. And what does that mean? Well, that's you want to be elite. You want to be the best at what you do. And in anything, there's going to be a lot. Obviously, you got the discipline and all that sort of stuff. But the sacrifices you need to make. You need to put. So it's weird because you need to put yourself. You're thinking I'm going to say first, but I'm not talking about training. Your schedule or your dieting or your recovery and all that. Like all that stuff is, you need all that stuff. All that stuff comes first. But your own time, you want to play golf and all that. I love golf. You want to do all this sort of stuff. You want to have your own, your me time. You know what I mean? I don't have any time for that. My champion mentality is 100% committed to what I need to do to get myself in the best position, to get that belt back, to be the best version of myself. And that is sacrifices. That is it ain't easy and it ain't pretty. It ain't fun. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna let people know, if you want that champion mentality, you want to live and breathe it, there's a lot of sacrifices that come with it. You know what I mean? A chunk of you, of who you were, goes with that commitment to your craft or whatever it is. And I felt that, and I didn't understand it at the time, and I understand it now. So I talked about that champion mentality, or I had, it was family and fighting. Build this machine for a fighter, and whatever energy I had left for my family, no time for yourself. It gets hard in your own time when you don't have a fight. It's like, what do? I need to be fighting. I need to be defending. So I didn't know how to handle that. And then I had the big break and was able to switch that off and be able to have a lot of my me time, my own time. And then I started understanding, it's like, that's what it takes. That's champion mentality. It is just literally, not only discipline, sacrifice. Going over there and doing what nobody else wants to do, right? Going above and beyond. A lot of people want to find this perfect balance of life and all that, and yeah, you should, but I mean, you want to be the best, you want to be better than the rest, you want to be the guy on the top of the mountain and stay on the top of that mountain. Yeah, I don't know about balance. I mean, you just bust your ass and do what you need to do about it. You can balance it all out when your career's done. That's sort of how I look at it, and that's how I understand it. Now, I get it, and while I had that break, I loved it because I knew I could switch it off, but I also knew that I had to switch that fighter's identity or that champion mentality back on. So now, I don't have time to be playing golf. I don't have time to do anything. No time for drinks. No time for anything. Just a bit of family and build myself so I'm ready for UFC 314. And that's it. And I'm okay with it. It sucks. It's hard. It ain't easy. But I'm okay with it. I accept it because I know once it's all said and done, I'm going to be able to look at myself, my family, and my empire, and be very proud of what I was able to do, especially knowing that I can switch that back off. You can't expect to be the best in the world, from day dot, from the first day. You're going to have to, slowly, slow cook it, right? You have to work your way up. But that mentality doesn't change, where the goals you set or whatever it is, you ain't going to be the best in the gym, but that drive to be better every single time, you know what I mean? So that's where the mentality is. It isn't just being the best and staying the best, you know what I mean? That's just not how it is. You need that champion mentality well before you're a champion, and that is them sacrifices, the discipline, that is you having that drive to be better. You become a champion, it doesn't end there. That mentality that got you to that champion, got you to be a champion, it should keep going. That drive to be better. Yeah, I'm champion now. I'm at the top of the mountain. We ain't happy with this. Let's raise the bar. We raise this mountain. Let people climb further and further up. Let me get better every single day. That's a champion mentality. So you want to be the best in the gym this week? Oh, cool. You want to be the best in your state the next year? Cool, whatever. But you need to raise the bar every single time, and that's again, the champion mentality comes well before you're a champion, and even once you're champion, it's well beyond that as well. You need to keep that champion mentality rolling if you want to be the best forever.